Today we are going to talk about entrepreneurship, innovation's twin sister. Specifically, we're going to talk about intrapreneurship, which is being an entrepreneurial employee. But first, before we go to intrapreneurship, let's understand what entrepreneurship is all about. Entrepreneurship is an act driven to create and extract value from innovation. If you see in our day-to-day life, entrepreneurs have shaped our society through their ingenuity and innovation. Entrepreneurs solve problems, allocate resources in the most efficient and definitely most profitable manner for themselves and the society. If we look into many kinds of entrepreneurs, you could see many are self-driven, many are not satisfied with status quo, and many has histories that made them who they are. The fact is, many entrepreneurs are born out of adversity, and many more rose from destitution. But ladies and gentlemen, can the entrepreneur spirit be found in an everyday salaryman, the everyday employee? Or are we destined to be chained to our golden handcuffs, too comfortable to live the comforts of our steady monthly pay, and too scared to go towards the unknown? It doesn't have to be that way. Entrepreneurs exist in many different areas. And yes, that includes entrepreneur being in a large organization or a company itself. These entrepreneurs, or the spirit of these people who are entrepreneurs, are called intrapreneurs. But who are intrapreneurs? Well, intrapreneurs are individuals or groups of people behaving like an entrepreneur while working within a large organization. They are the people in the organization who undertake something new, something different, and something bold without being asked to do so. By this definition, you can see there are many similarities of entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. In entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs deal with government regulations, while intrapreneurs deal with company governance and works process. Entrepreneur understands market and to deliver value, while intrapreneurs understand their stakeholders and deliver value towards them. If an entrepreneur pitches for funding to investors, intrapreneurs pitch for budget for their project allocation. Entrepreneurship is gaining popularity. It is gained such importance within many large organizations simply because of the competition that large organizations face today. The rise of startups has disrupted the traditional big organization monopoly. Big organizations require pace, requires ingenuity, make things happen. And this is why large companies love entrepreneurship. They love the spirit so much that they like their employees to be entrepreneurs. Because, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs create more value, not only from financial returns, but also value for the organization, culture, and behaviors. Entrepreneurs are the catalysts that innovates new ideas, solutions, and products from the company. They are the key people who are able to unblock the blockers and provide growth to companies. The fact is, entrepreneurs are an important source to companies' growth and success. Right now, you might be asking, why should you embrace entrepreneurship? The answer is straight, right, simple. Entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs alike work for a purpose. Embracing entrepreneurship not only aligns you and your beliefs towards the company, but it makes you work for a purpose. And because of that, you would have less stress, be happier, have a more balanced life, and have a more productive use of your time. Because entrepreneur is very value focused. Whatever an entrepreneur does is something of a value to himself and to his company. Since entrepreneurship is a very great concept that's good for the company, organization, and for yourself as well as society, you might be wondering, how can you be more entrepreneurial while you are being still an employee? How can you be embracing entrepreneurship? The answer is simple. It all begins with mindset. Similar to being innovative, entrepreneurs need to also be risk savvy. And if you have not heard about my podcast on being innovative, you can visit them here. Entrepreneurs need to be also passionate and creativity, but on top of that, entrepreneurs need to have a growth mindset. What is exactly the growth mindset? A growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset, is a mindset that embraces challenges. Someone with a growth mindset persists in the face of setbacks, learns from feedbacks, and be proactive in taking opportunities to further the cause, bring value to yourself and company. An entrepreneur needs to be resourceful and know the right people, especially the important stakeholders that can give exceptions to requests and push for new things, new gaps, and new solutions that an entrepreneur must resolve. For this to happen, an entrepreneur needs to know two things. If you feel and if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to very well know the people who runs the system, your important stakeholders. And third, but most important thing is to know your organization's systems and work process inside and out. Knowing your Organization systems, governance, and work processes is important so that you can best use it to advance your just cause that you have being an entrepreneur. Use your organization's work process, governance to be the wind to make the catalyst of change rather than treating them or viewing those items as an organization rag to make your change. Now that you know the people and the work processes in your organization, you may use your influence from your stakeholder and the knowledge of the governance and work process to make and influence the necessary changes to your company so that your company, your organization, and you could deliver products, services, solutions faster, better, and cheaper. All the things that I said here may take time to push ahead in your organization, but give it time, be persistent, and you are able to make that change for your organization. One last thing, the journey of an entrepreneur can sometimes be lonely. If you are a true believer in entrepreneurship, you need to develop others in your organization and get them excited to be an entrepreneur, to be taking risks, to be making the change. To do this, you need to show them the value of entrepreneurship, as well as get the management and leadership support to recognize the entrepreneurial spirits. Ladies and gentlemen, at the start of this episode, I talk about competition and what drives the need of entrepreneurship in organization. And competitions are coming from actually the startup world, who are mostly in the digital space. Some of these startups have grown to be moths, such as Facebook and Amazon's, and they are disrupting the society and the world that we live today. Some of the most exciting developments in entrepreneurship are in the startup world, in the digital and IT fields. And digital is going to be something that will disrupt our lives, our society, for the greater good of mankind. The big question is, how can you get yourself to be relevant in this age of digital? Listen in to my next episode about being relevant in the digital age.